My god, dude.
What the heck happened?
Life.
Oh,
You're like
actually,
a
wait.
fucking truck.
Forget I said anything. Wait, no,
Okay.
no, sir. The video stream's ruined.
So yeah, dude, did you hear about that thing? I think it's called guilt or something. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Yeah. It's
Weird.
kind of. Yeah, it's like a pandemic.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
I heard it spreads by respiratory. I'm trying to say things in doctor way. Hold on.
Your respiratory system.
It spreads. It's an airborne virus that spreads to the respiratory system.
Yeah. Apparently, if you've had other sicknesses before, you're kind of screwed.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. People with existing symptoms are really having troubles.
Yeah.
There's been this doctor that's been great at making great advances. His name is Dr. Styles!
What? Never heard of him.
Yeah, me neither. I was just kidding, actually. We'd make a great trauma center game, dude.
I mean, hey, yeah, now that they can totally make one now that they have some source material.
So can I don't know why I was going to start with can I say something. Sometimes I do that. I'm not sure why.
No, you can't say anything. How dare you?
It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like, well, who's going to say no? Anyways, when the Switch first came out, I was really excited because I was like, oh, there's no more 3DS. All the people who made all those really good 3DS games, they're going to be forced onto the Switch. And they're going to have to make good graphic games. So, like, all those old-looking games on the 3DS that I loved, I'm going to see them in, like, full 3D, and it's going to be awesome. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, the Nintendo properties did, right? Like, Fire Emblem did, and so did Pokemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
But, like, well, maybe half and half on Pokemon. But still.
Well, you got Nocturne coming.
That's true. Well, I don't think Nocturne is, well, SMT5, I guess, is more exact, actually. Nocturne is nice that it's coming, but that looks just like the old PS2 game. Like, you could have seen that maybe on the 3DS. Who knows? On the new 3DS?
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyways, point is, I was really excited for all, like, my favorite series that were, like, 3DS only series, like Trauma Center, like Etrian Odyssey, like, I'm trying to think of, like, because there was quite a few that I loved on the 3DS that were, like, the 3DS had so many, like, great, like, Japanese, JRPGs and Japanese, I don't want to call them budget titles, but you kind of know what I mean by budget
Well, they tried to
titles.
port The World Ends With You, but apparently it didn't translate well.
Yeah, they translated that to the Switch, and the problem is that they just don't have a second screen. Just don't.
Yeah.
In some ways, it actually functions better, but I don't want to play it because, to be honest, the one thing I had that I didn't like about the original The World Ends With You is that I was bad at it. It was not a fault of the game. I was just really poor at paying attention to two things at once. My brain could not do it.
I
would like to get better.
For me, let's be real. How did I do it? I remember Joshua having this one clothing item that, like, extended his combos so long,
Yes.
and I'm like, how did I even...
Yeah, I've heard that people, what they did to get, like, to be good at it is they, like, equipped stuff in such a way that they could just mash the top screen without even...
That's exactly what I did, yeah. I mashed the top screen. I had him go up in the air, and I'm just like, okay, ding, 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 ding. Just right, up, right, finish.
Yeah, that was basically... Yeah, I tried to treat it like... Not like it was... I mean, it's wrong to say, like, it's not a real game, because it is. I think that some people really can do that. But for me, I never really... I just wanted... I was my typical younger self that was like, no, I will be good at this game. I will master it. I will be the best. And then I can't, because I fucking suck at that. And now that I've gotten old enough to just be like, I don't give a shit anymore, I feel like I could be a lot better at it. But it feels like cheating if I play it without the double screen.
Yeah, but like, eh.
I mean, that was part of the difficulty, was having to look up at the other screen.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're both on the same screen, I feel like I would be good at it. It would be easy, I imagine.
Yeah. I don't... Eh. I wouldn't call it cheating, personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really cheating, but still. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it was really... And then, yeah, World Ends With You would have been another game that I would love to see ported up to Switch. Or, I mean, I'm looking over at my 3DS library. I can see it from right here. Virtue's Last Reward actually was ported, or there was another version it was on the PS4. I'm playing it now. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, that's another big one. I really wanted to see that
That did.
on the Switch. They just remade the old one. It actually does look really good, but it's still a remake of the old one. I wanted a new one.
Oh.
But I will say I love the art in that game. I do think it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Art-wise. Persona Q, SMT actually did get a port. I don't know. There's a lot of games, and I was really excited. It didn't happen.
Did you need to do the thing with the thing? Did you need to do the other the meat hammer quest again?
Oh, yeah, probably. Hold on a second.
I don't remember if you got enough tickets or not.
I'm looking at the Steamworks rewards right now to see if I want to focus on this. I think it's fine if I don't. Okay, we'll do Meat Hammer.
Dang it.
What are you singing?
The
Oh, Who the fuck do we fight for this? I don't even remember.
What?
Who do we even fight for this? I don't remember.
Ebony and Glavenus.
Dragon does nothing to them, right?
Right. Water.
Water. I could use DB. Yeah, why not? Whatever, who cares?
It's not like you're gonna die.
You remember last time we were like, I don't know if Hammer is gonna be any good against Ebony. Bashes him in the head and he falls over. Oh, never mind.
Oh no, it's always no. It turns out it's amazing.
It's totally fine. There are a few monsters that are a bitch for Hammer, but for the most part, Hammer is basically the, well, yeah, it's annoying, but then I hit in the head and got KO'd, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
That's what I used to like about Hammer. Used to be like the I don't really know what to use, so Hammer seems like a safe bet.
Yeah, just hit him in the head. Jeez, what did I this? Well, he said he'd be back. He'd be back.
Yeah. Hey, I need to check on something, but I'm gonna set myself to depart. Go ahead and depart whenever it's ready.
Alright. Oh wait, I did not mean to press that. What the? AK runs featuring Punchin' Eli, Punch God Frankie, and Slump AK.
I'm getting tired of my bitch, yeah, I think I'm about to dump her. I just had sex with this bitch and she thought I was Brian Pump. Nigga, you suck at basketball and you got no jump. So good for this shit, I think I need an interview with no jump. I'm about to jump off a bridge and then kill what I mean. I told this bitch to leave me alone because she fucking me. Just wanna have sex because I told that hoe I got fucking me. My girlfriend knees fucked up because she been on her knees. Damn. She wasn't sucking mine. She said this ain't what it looked like, but I know she fucking mine. And a nigga in her room beat my ass and had me crying. I just went home, popped 20 Percocets, and I'm not dying. This beat hard as hell, a nigga, you already know I made this shit. I used to be dumb as fuck cause I had failed first grade and shit. I'm ugly as fuck, but my girl rock with me cause I got fame and shit. How the fuck he is your shooter when he don't even got no aim in his bitch? Damn.
No. I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me anymore.
You were supposed to depart.
Right, my bad.
Yeah, how could you? I ate for Elemental Up, and I forgot that this set doesn't have Alatreon, so I just completely worthless
Oops.
eating.
Ooh. What was I gonna say? Shoot! Oh my gosh.
It's okay, we got something to talk about. Did you see the PlayStation 5 reveal?
Oh yeah, that's right. Final Fantasy 16.
So Final Fantasy 16 looks good to me. I'm cautiously optimistic. I like the setting, like the music. I think I always like the music. Like the setting, like the music. A little wary on the fact that it is just real time. I really liked Final Fantasy 7 Remake's combat system. I kind of wish they had just done that for this game too, but you know, whatever.
I'm more worried about how it might just be one person, but I'm hoping
What does that mean?
It just showed one, like the main dude fighting, and I'm wondering if it'll stay that way throughout the whole game. But they wouldn't do that.
No. Oh no, party members? Wow, that would be a real bust. I don't think so. I think that's unlikely. It looked like there's a lot of people that you talk to and stuff like that, so I think it's doubtful that that's going to happen.
I hope so.
Anyways, whatever the case is, my biggest problem with it, this is going to sound really petty, but it looks like Final Fantasy XIV. Like, it straight up looks like Final Fantasy XIV.
It kind of does.
And it's like, and I'm like, guys, I know that graphics don't matter, I understand, but you are trying to tell me that this is a new PS5 amazing game. This is like a tech showcase. That's what Final Fantasy is. Why does this look worse than Final Fantasy 14? Like, or 15? Like, what the hell?
I don't think it looks worse. No, it doesn't look worse.
It doesn't look as good, in my opinion. I think 15 looks better. I don't know. At the very least, it is basically comparable at most.
Well, yeah, you can compare it.
Which to me is like really? Like, like, to me there's two things that really stood out. And that was, one, it is coming never. Knowing Square Enix, it will literally never come out, or it will come out 7 years from now. B, it looks just as good as Final Fantasy 14, and I'm not trying to sound jaded here, but like, why does that make me want to get a PS5? Like, what about that made me go, boy, I better get a PS5 now?
You really think the graphics are that bad looking?
No, they're not. I mean, but they're not that bad. They look, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but just the character models look like they came straight out of Final
Okay, like
Fantasy
the character
14.
models are like designed, sure. Oh, that didn't do it much at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm being pretty jaded. I don't know. It's just that, you know, with COVID and stuff, I only have so much money to spare. And I look at these things and go, like, what's really going to make me want to get a PS5? And to me, this just...
Oh, I already know I'm not getting it until, like, I don't know, until a game I super care about comes out.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that, like, for me, Xbox announces that their next thing is $300, and you can get it with...
No, I think that was the... Are you sure it was that?
Yes,
Ah!
it's $300... Oops. It's $300, and it's whatchamacallit. Not only that, but you can get this thing where you can get it and get you can get it and a bunch like that Game Pass or whatever that gives you all of their games, like a bunch of games that are coming out at the same time, and you can get that for $24 a month, which is at least a reasonable price. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to be stuck paying $24 a month every month. But like that's a pretty good deal to me.
Are we sure it was the new Xbox thing and not like a...
Yes, Thomas didn't know either. Yes, it is. I know. The naming is terrible. I understand. But I looked it up. Xbox Series S. You could look it up online. I guarantee you.
But isn't the thing called Xbox Series X?
No, Series X... Yeah, see, this is the problem. Series X is their fancy Super Edition. That's like they're basically their Pro. They're like the PS4 Pro. And then the Xbox Series S is like their just like normal cheaper edition. But the only difference between the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X is that the Xbox Series S doesn't do 4K. That's it. Otherwise, they're pretty much the same thing.
4K is nice.
No, yes, I would rather have the 4K version too, but it's just like if I don't have the money, it's just like thinking about it, it's like, you know, $300 is a pretty good amount, and I'm not going to get it because I know that I'm not going to play it. This is what happened during the 360 era.
Yeah.
Microsoft made a better deal with the 360, and I was like, alright, I'll get a 360. And I hated myself for it ever since. Because I never played the thing.
It was a Vesperia of issues.
Yeah, exactly. It was a better, yeah, basically. I wanted it for the Japanese games that were coming out, but then nothing came out past that point. All those games didn't do well or weren't any good. So I know there's going to be dumb, like, Persona 6 is probably only going to come to PS5 or something, or,
yeah,
you know, whatever. So I'm probably going to get the PlayStation. But just nothing made me say I should get it now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I should pre-order right this second. I did not see anything that made me really care to do that.
Yeah, I'm dreading for the PS5 to come out because, like, I feel like I'm still enjoying my PS4. Like, did we really need it this year?
Also, that is another thing I think about the PS5. I just really hope that they don't split the player base. I know that, whatever it's called, I know that Microsoft is doing this thing where, like, they're gonna make sure that you can upgrade all your games for free, and all games will be on both the Xbox X and the Xbox Series X, or Series S, whichever one. So I know that, like, that's a good system, but I didn't hear anything about Sony doing the same thing. So I'm kind of worried about it personally. I'm like, if I decide to get a PS5 and buy Monster Hunter, can you and me play together? Like, is that a thing that we can do? Or am I stuck? Like, that's a real problem, man.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. At the very least, though, there is one thing I'm happy about, and that's that Final Fantasy has stopped deciding to make things that don't look like Final Fantasy. At the very least, it looks like Final Fantasy. That makes me at least a little happy.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the feature, but...
the more I get distance from 15, the more I say, you know, that game was actually pretty good. But it still didn't feel like Final Fantasy. I think I said that to you before. But yeah, to me, that was the biggest problem with it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know, when I played Final Fantasy VII Remake, I was just, like, having such a good time, and I was like, man, I forgot what it feels like to, play a Final Fantasy game. To play, like, what it plays off my nostalgia, I want that a little bit. I want to be in the Final Fantasy universe and have it... I want, like, fire to feel like fire, to have bombs and shit like that explode, and for that to feel similar to the old Final Fantasies. And I know that's dumb. I know that's why these games stagnate in the first place. But I like it. It's like when you play Pokemon or something, and you're like, oh, there's a I don't know, a Vulpix. I know what Vulpix does, and I know
Yeah.
all these things about it. I like that. It's really stupid, but when I played 15, things did not do what they used to do. Pretty much everything didn't do what it used to do. And they were just there just visually. It's like, well, they have chocobos, yeah.
You could ride on them.
Yeah. Not even the frickin' fanfare was there. And Remake really showed that you can put that fanfare in. Like, you don't have to get rid of it.
Yeah. I didn't notice, because I'm just like recalling it go brrrr.
I get it. I don't know.
I'm just like, it's so cool, look at this!
I think that's the thing. If you didn't play a lot of Final Fantasy as a kid, if you're not like grown up on the series, Final Fantasy 15 is just a good game. Like without the Final Fantasy name, it's a good game. It really is. But like, it's just like I think a lot of us wanted something different. You know?
Yeah. Oh my god, jeez.
Oh, so how's your what happened with your thing? You know,
Yeah,
I'm trying to think.
Oh, my contract thing? Yeah, so it's just,
Yeah.
turns out I do, like, need the date and stuff of the
Right.
departure. Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
I essentially can't do anything until Yokkaichi gives me the departure date and where our place of residence will be. It's totally
Oh,
on.
okay.
It's the ball's in their court. They gotta do it now.
Oh, that's rough.
Well, not really, because it takes the edge off me. And
I guess that's true.
because it's like, okay, we've done all we can. It's up to you guys now.
I guess that's true. That is helpful. Oh, you fell over. God damn it! I'm attacking nothing now. Are you happy, Ebony?
Makes you feel any better? Or you could try to hit him in the mouth. If
I'm
you do-
playing dual blade. That's not what I'm doing.
Well, I only say that because if you do that, the dragon energy goes away, and he'll become tired, and he won't have dragon element to attack.
Oh, interesting.
Like that.
Ah, cool. That's all thanks to you. I did that. My TO set's hilarious, dude.
Oh, really?
Playing dual blades with 100% critical is funny.
Oh no!
so many flashes, like I can't even see the screen sometimes. Oh, I got stunned.
That might have been Kulu.
It was, yeah.
Kuyu?
Ku-
What's its name? Kulu
Rock
Yaku.
boy.
Yeah, Rockburb.
Rockburb. Second only to Rockman.
Okay.
Oh, I thought. Oh no. Okay, good. I genuinely cannot see the screen. What does it like look like on your side out of curiosity?
You're flailing your arms.
Okay, so you can't. It doesn't look that bad. It like I guess these particle effects for other. I see your crits though, but I guess it's not like that bad. Ooh man, that looks painful. How about? Ow.
Guy, he just is legit not having a good time. He's all messed up in the face.
Has he ever had a good time? At least the last few times we fought him, dude.
True.
Dude, this guy gets fucked up like every time we fight him. This is probably one of my best weapons. I just suck with dual blades.
Well, yeah, aren't the water dual blades like
Yeah, they're really good.
some of the best, if not the best?
No, they are the best. They're definitely the best. They're the best water dual blades because dual blades are best using elemental damage because of how many times they hit. So
Hey there.
they're the hey there, Thomas.
Hey.
These are by far the best water dual blades. Same with the fire ones. Oh, okay.
I was about to clutch claw onto him.
I'm literally just like doing the demon's dance in his ass as he dies. So hey Thomas, how are you?
Doing good. While we were waiting for you guys to show up, we wound up watching the PlayStation State of Play, I guess.
How'd you feel? How'd you feel about it?
Within the first 1 second of the very first trailer, I saw the tattoo on their faces, and I'm like, this is a new Final Fantasy.
That's a fair point. What do you think?
Final Fantasy 16 looks great. I love the medieval aesthetic. Spider-Man looks kind of more the same. It's kind of like, yeah, we're gonna get it. It's gonna feel the same, but it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm worried that there'll only be that one party member in 16.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there, but
The designer of the game is the combat designer is the guy who did Devil May Cry 5. So I would actually be surprised if it's only one person because Devil May Cry 5 has 4 playable characters.
Well, like, I'm talking about, like, party members at once.
Oh, so like if you swapped party members but you only had one at a time, that wouldn't be okay for you?
Well, I guess if you swap party members, like, mid-fight, that would be cool.
Yeah, because I believe that you can't... I think you can do that in DMC5. I didn't play the game, but I think that's how it works.
Oh, you can go get the special edition for PS5 then.
Yeah, I should play it. I
thought you did play it.
No, the only thing I know about DMC5 is those dumb live-action bird things that made me cry laughing.
Real quick, are you guys in a mission right now?
Yes, but
we just got out. Yeah, we're
Okay.
we're loading back into the hub.
Then the answer is no. I can't hop in and get the shiny rewards.
Nah.
Sorry, dude.
It was funny, getting ready for everything, I think it was a Rathian Surge Spike or something for my weapon. I see somebody using it, I hop in immediately. The moment I enter, the quest is complete. I walk out with a Rathian Spike that I needed.
Nice.
Wait, can you do that? Oh, if you kill it under 10 minutes, is that possible?
Now, even then, you still get rewards, you just don't get as much.
Oh, really? I didn't even know.
They reduce the rewards after a certain amount of...
Wow. I've, actually never used the SOS. No, wait! I did. I think, a couple times for Cove.
Oh, Erica said, Moonsta Hunter.
So, do we need... do you need to farm Uragon?
Probably.
Okay.
Uragon's weak to what?
Water.
Again? Water and ice, that's all that's fucking good in this game, dude.
Well, no, it's just
Which is funny because Iceborne comes out and it's still the same.
I don't know actually about older monsters from World. I don't... To be honest, maybe different things were better for them. I haven't fought a lot of them in a long time. But even the ones I'm looking at now, water and ice is good against most of them. I mean, Rajang was the first DLC, ice is good against him. Minestra, I believe, is water. No, it's ice. Kushala is thunder, actually, one of the very few thunders.
Yeah.
Valhazak was fire.
Erica just gave me 10 pounds on my stomach.
I'm
just kidding.
Well,
we got the spicy chicken nuggets today
oh yeah, how was
for
that?
lunch, and then we went back and got more. Well, Corey, you already knew we got it. But yeah, when we were heading back from the mall, I drove over from McDonald's and she got more.
What, did they taste good?
Yeah, they're okay. The sauce is good. It can be overpowering if you're not into it. Real quick, are you streaming right now?
I'm not streaming.
Okay.
I can be recording, but I'll ask you first.
And again, you're welcome to stream here. Just as I mentioned before, just let me know if you do. That way I don't talk about personal stuff while you're streaming that could be posted on the internet. That's the only thing I cared about. Otherwise, you're welcome to stream. Just let me know first. Again,
lately I've been just doing the clips on PlayStation because when I try to stream,
internet problems?
It kind of just becomes too much.
Sure does.
Well, I'm not sure if this is what you're referring to, but it's always like hours long.
Oh, I'm just too lazy to edit.
I know, you mentioned that.
Fire was good in World, it looks like, but it's less good in Iceborne. It's basically all water and ice. Maybe a thunder thrown in there for good measure.
Oh, yeah, the partner directs
coming tomorrow, yeah.
Starting at 5 a.m.
Don't expect anything out of that. Those are just kind of like...
Erica just said, Monster Hunter.
Oh. She should play this.
Yeah, she should.
I've been waiting for you.
Erica says that when a new Monster Hunter comes out on the Switch, then she'll hop in and be starting at the same time as everyone else.
Alright.
That's true. I am excited to see what they're going to announce. I hope they do announce something.
I don't know if it'll be...
They're gonna show Monster Hunter and everybody's gonna get psyched. And it's gonna be Monster Hunter crossover with Bakugan. Where it's actually just Bakugan with Monster Hunter monsters instead of the, whatever they use there. Like tops or something.
I mean, like, the top's part of the Red Sea, dude. They're pretty, you know? I'll take a top weapon. I'll play like,
Yeah, I need 2 of the jaws.
I watched that clip, by the way. It's way funnier when you watch it out of context. So stupid.
Nice.
Y'all remember, what was that? Twilight Princess, when you got the top thing and you had to, like, use that thing? Yeah, that was, like, the best part of that fucking game.
Yeah, it was.
I'd do that again.
I love how they brought in Hyrule Warriors as a weapon, and it winds up being the best weapon in the game out of any character.
Oh yeah, that did end up being pretty good.
I think the ball and chain was good, though. I didn't use it much, but it was good.
I just remember, I always had to wear the Postman outfit on Hyrule Warriors when I had the top. Just because how ridiculous he looked.
Oh wait, are we talking about Hyrule Warriors?
Yeah, because you can ride the top on Hyrule Warriors.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, that's kind of cute. I'm cautiously excited about that Hyrule Warriors sequel. I'm
excited.
My feels are going to get destroyed.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I'm really excited to play as Vivaldi, but other than that, I don't know if the story's going to be great. I mean, was the Warriors story great?
Well, this is actually like a actual prequel to
canon.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's canon. Like
right.
it's tying into the.
And they specifically mentioned that Nintendo was there for the whole thing.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like Breath of the Wild. The story was like amazing. So.
Nope. It was just kind of. Oh yeah, this is what happened in the past. We're not gonna tell you any of it. Now go kill Calamity Ganon.
Yeah, it was more about like exploring and.
It was about the exploration. It's about the environment.
Yeah.
The
it was like being in that atmosphere. The story
were other Zelda games any different?
I think the story of Twilight Princess is pretty good.
Okay, but like
Ocarina of Time, the plot twist with Sheik actually drove people crazy.
I don't know if that was like amazing
at the time. Now looking back at it now, it's not a big deal, but at the time it was.
That's true. I think Ocarina's story is fine.
Actually, wait,
Majora's Mask is kind of cool.
Majora's Mask.
I didn't play Majora's Mask. Or I played a little bit of it, but I'm like, eh.
I mean, it's the game where Link dies.
Where Link fucking dies.
I guess
he literally dies at the very beginning of the game.
Yeah,
And
I
you're
guess
just,
it does look like that.
traveling the 5 stages of grief.
I
Helping them move on.
I get.
Wait,
that
does
sounds,
wait does he
that
act?
sounds like something. That sounds like something that would be followed with, but that's just a theory.
Wait, but he doesn't. Wait,
Game
he doesn't die then. Who are you playing as?
No, he doesn't die.
Yeah.
That's a theory. That's a fan theory. It's not real.
you-
He just gets hurt.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he just like.
So each village in order represents the stages of grief.
Oh, is that how that goes?
Yeah. So Clocktown, everybody refuses to accept that the moon's going to crash into it, and in order, they really do follow those stages like perfectly. As Kurt mentioned, it's not canon, but it fits so perfectly that it's actually kind of still the accepted story.
Interesting.
Anyways, it's that kind of like dark undertone of what's a relatively normal story. I would say that even Breath of the Wild has that going for it too, where it's a relatively normal story.
Everyone
but
freaking died.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, but I mean, it was like a 1,000-year war or whatever that ended horribly. Like that's
Yeah.
a pretty dark story when you think about
Like
it.
whenever people say like, oh, Breath of the Wild story wasn't that good, I'm like, well, and they list reasons like, well, was any of the other Zeldas any different? Like it's essentially just yeah, this is what happened. Then go kill Ganon.
I do think that Twilight Princess is the odd man out. I think there's a lot of dialogue in Twilight Princess, and a lot of it is I like the characters. I think that it's generally interesting, and they have some cool stuff. I think that is the one game that they did really, or Wind Waker actually too.
I've gotta give it to Wind Waker above anything else.
Yeah.
I can agree with the Twilight Princess. I have not played Wind Waker, so I can't say.
Yeah. I think
that's gonna
those
change.
two. I think a lot of people thought that the next Zelda games were going to be more along that style, where they were going to focus on story more. But I kind of like that they went back to a more original style with Breath of the Wild. I like what that game is. I prefer it to be that way. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not expecting to go on the field train with this new game because I don't think even the original
it's a one-way trip to Fieldsville. You're seeing how they die. How can it not be a trip to Fieldsville?
I will say, I think I like every character, so I won't want them to die, that's for sure. Except maybe, I'm not a huge fan of the Daruk one. I forget his name.
Oh, Daruk. He's a homie.
Daruk. He's got a fun story, but I don't really feel
He's a
anything for him.
homie, though.
I actually do like Nifa. I know a lot of people don't.
Whoever don't is...
Well, the thing about
Stern
Nifa for me
to.
is that she does feel kind of like a copycat character from Ocarina of Time.
Well, that's just because you like Rudo so much. Or
Well, it's more that they kind of... She's got definitely a different personality, but it really does feel very similar to her.
I mean, I guess. I don't think she has the same personality.
No, they've got different personalities. Princess Ruto is very arrogant. She's very princessy. She has that nature to her. Oh no. You blow me up. Her, it's just kind of like, oh, my whole character is that I like Link. And so aside from her liking Link, there wasn't really anything past that to make her interesting.
I guess so.
I mean, that in itself can actually make somebody more interesting than somebody else.
I don't know. I kind of resonated with her but then again, she was like the first one that I ran into.
But
Yeah.
one of the things you can say about it is because of their relationship, it does hit her that she is dead versus the others. Whereas Kurt mentioned with a,
yeah, like if you were to,
whatever his name is, he's forgettable. I don't remember anything about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if he was like the first one, then I would get it. But like, I think like for a majority of players, I know some of them went to some people went to like the Thunder Temple because like, oh, that's further away. But like,
and you probably didn't do Daruk first anyway because his was the one that it was kind of intimidating to start in because.
Well, no, that is just Mifa. Like Mifa's was closer.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah, she was the closest, so most people did do Mifa first. I did Mifa first as well.
So I was like, oh, like this, like she knew Link very well, and we knew her very well, and like she was a very special
I
person
think
to
I
us.
actually did hers third.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did Birdman's first.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Vivaldi. Vivaldi's my favorite. I'm really excited to play Vivaldi.
He's the same voice actor as Reem in Trails.
Oh, really?
Oh, I
Interesting.
can't block that. I didn't know that. Oh, I did know that. I'm a dummy.
His voice actor's pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Of the voice actors. I just like Vivaldi because he's hilarious. He's very much like Sylvando on Dragon Quest XI for me, where he's just like... He's just such a ridiculous character, but also, like... I also kind of like his story of, like, the fact that he's,
Where's his tail? There it is.
I-
I was gonna cut it off. I'm like, where is it?
Nah. I actually kind of like his story that he's, like, you know, not able to accept that the other hero had to be the one to do it, because he's like, why do we have to be saved by the hero? You know, why do I have to rely on someone else?
Yeah, I like that. I do like that
does
too.
suck.
Like I get that. His is definitely cool.
Yeah.
I just had a. I don't know. I just really liked Mifa because of the significance that she held in her dungeon, and especially
Yeah.
because it was the first one. And when you actually, like, out of all the temples, the water one was the only one where it doesn't get more like musical and upbeat as you go in. It just gets more sad as you unlock the terminals.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you know, the one that I really like though is the Thunder Temple. That one gets amazing when you get later in. The music for that.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, like music-wise, it does get really good.
But I will say, Mifa, when you're trying to get into the Divine Beast before you actually make it in at all, and you're like chasing it down, I forget how that.
Yeah.
That
You're like
part, that
you're
music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
that music is amazing. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, when you're surfing on the Prince.
What's his name? Prince Dude.
Like Sidon. I think it was like Sidon or something.
Prince Abs.
Dude, he was the homie.
He's cool.
He was the ultimate homie.
I hope that he's in the new game, but I kind of doubt it.
I don't think. No, he won't. No, he won't be. He wasn't alive.
Yeah, I know, but dude, we all want to play
I get
as
it.
Prince Abs.
Maybe they'll do something weird where they'll add in other characters.
Yeah,
I don't think
know how
anybody
that's
would
gonna
really
work.
care too much if Midna came in.
That is so weird though, because they're known for
I got
making
his
so many
mantle.
different characters.
What's that?
They're known for making so many characters. It is
Yeah.
kind of gonna be weird to not.
I mean, we're gonna have like 6 characters.
Aha! Yeah. I
Because
just
we'll have
left
Zelda,
away
the
from-
4 champions, and Link.
I thought I could stand there, but I could not.
Yeah. That is one thing I don't get. Like, who will the characters be?
Yeah, that is gonna be very weird.
They'll add in Mario or Isabelle or something. They'll make it up somehow. I'm kidding. Well, they can add in Calamity again, I guess. On the villain
fair.
side.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just really hoping that it would be an original. Also, to avoid my fields getting destroyed, I was hoping it'd be an original story so that it would add more characters.
Yeah, that's kind of a theory, right? Because you don't know. I mean, most of those people died, so they can add in whatever they
They
want.
can add in people who die. Yeah, Kurt can do the same thing.
Yeah. Which is cool.
Well, I mean,
I think they really picked a good idea. I'm just because I mean it was already a war, so like I mean that's
Yeah.
a great way to make a Dynasty Warriors game. They really hit on a good idea.
They can put in Impa. Impa makes sense to put in there.
I think
Sure,
they
well, I
will.
Zelda's
think
attendance
people-
and
People theorize that she is going to be in the game actually.
I mean, they need characters for a Warriors game, and she wasn't in the new one, which made sense for her not to be in the new one. But yeah, she'd totally be in that one.
Yeah.
Did we break the jaw?
Yeah, we did. I guess specifically when you did.
Don't you?
Okay, that was interesting. He bumped right into me, but I didn't take the hit, and now I did. Interesting.
Flag.
Do, 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 do.
Do. I think they're gonna put in the Audrey too. Just because I just watched that movie and remembered how wonderful it was.
Who? What?
I don't know what it is either.
I think I just told one of you about it. I just watched Photoshop Horrors again.
Oh, that was me, and I have not seen Little Shop of Horrors.
You've never seen it?
No.
So, movie night.
I guess so. All I know is that someone's in drag.
Really? I didn't actually know that.
Oh no, that's Rocky Horror Picture Show. Never, don't
Yeah.
mind me.
Two very different movies. And that's Tim Curry.
Okay.
Who else would look better in drag, honestly?
Oops, that sucks for you.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
You can now eat again.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, no it's not.
Dude, I'm wailing on this guy so hard.
Yeah, me too, but it's
Yep.
like,
This
with
is probably the
three
easiest
people?
area on fight we've had.
with 3 people, it feels like it takes so much damage. Like, I feel like with 2 people, he would have already been dead.
Probably. You wanna start adding in SOSs?
Nah, that's not it. It's just get.
Oh, I know, I'm kidding.
Yeah. But yeah. Violet Evergarden made me cry 4 times in the course of the series. 5 times actually, maybe 6. I lost count after 3.
Yikes.
Yeah, about 7. What about 8? No, I think it was 9.
I should check it out. I don't know if I want to be aboard the field train right now, though.
You'll be like aboard the feels train, but it's like more than just that being like sad. It's more like you're just like, I don't know. It's one of those anime where it's like you'll be crying, but not just because it's sad, but because
Okay.
it's just like, it's just so like beautiful and emotional.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know about it. But then again, I mean, like, right now, I'm playing AI, which is a lot of murder and death, so... so it's not really too different.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about that while we were texting, so we never talked about it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you.
I really like it.
I like it. I think it's really good. It is... I have to admit, though, I was hoping for, like, you know, like, after playing Virtue's Last Word, I'm like, wow, look, this will be, like, updated to the new age. It's gonna look really good. No, they spent probably just about as much money on those models as they did for the 3DS games. Yeah, they're a little, maybe a slightly underwhelming, especially when their mouths do that. You know that thing that sometimes Japanese JRPGs will do, where their mouths move really exaggerated to try to fake you out, where they just like super open up and close over and over. They're like, look, we lip synced it. It's like, I mean, you just kind of, they're just like, they look like they're having a fucking seizure and having a, what is that called, an aneurysm at the same fucking time. Like, it's rough, man. And then like there's been like times where like sometimes the models there's multiple action scenes, and there's this one scene where like you're fighting all these guys with like machine guns, and this one girl's supposed to like be super powered badass where she's like jumping around and dodging all the bullets, but I guess they didn't have that many animations, so the dudes who are playing the guys with the machine guns just do the stock animations of stand there and fire bullets, literally firing directly into her face as she runs at them. Just like constantly, she's just like not getting hit. They're just like stock animation shooting her, and you're like,
It's like, I feel like this should be cooler.
It's like, I don't know if that was what you intended it to be. Is the story good? Yes, absolutely. Story's really cool. I'd say it's much better than Virtue's Last Reward. I wasn't a huge... I liked Virtue's Last Reward's gameplay. I thought it got really overly convoluted to the point where, like, I was getting annoyed.
Is that the one with the moon?
Yes, that is the one with the moon. That's the one that I make fun of.
It's the second one, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of the third one to compare.
Virtues something. It's still Virtues. It's like Virtues... Oh, God, I don't remember. I didn't play it, so I couldn't tell you.
The third one is really good. It didn't feel as convoluted as the second.
Yeah, the second one I felt like just kept at... Like, it was a good idea to make more game and have the flowchart, you know, lead to these wholly different... Each one has its own crazy ending. But it was like when you tried to put it together, you're like, what the fuck happened? Like, what?
That's actually
work.
What I really liked about the third game is that, and I kind of told you about this before, where, yeah, there are a lot of these paths that branch off, and most of them just add to dead ends, and they don't really mean anything. And then they're pretty shallow, and it's kind of like, okay, well, I kind of felt dumb for even trying to do them. And it kind of takes away from looking at the actual story. The third game really kind of fixed that problem. Okay. Everything had a purpose. Every storyline that you saw added to the game.
Okay.
And it's all really just kind of made sense.
Yeah, I should play it.
Versus the second, that was just kind of like, alright, well, here's this big mystery, and then you have all these different paths to add something different to the story, but they don't come all together the same way the third one did. The third one, everything really mattered and came together.
Yeah, that's the problem. I do feel like, if we're talking about AI now, I do feel like that the game, like the stories work together really well, and I like that if you go down one path, you think the killer is one person, but then you go down the another path and you're like, oh, maybe it's that other person. They do a really good job of keeping you guessing, and depending on the path that you take, thinking that the murderer is definitely got to be that other person, but then you go down the other pathway and you're like, wait, what? Like, they do a really good job of that, but making it make sense.
It's a little different, but a game that kind of did something similar. I know you didn't like it, Kurt, and then Corey didn't really play it, but Radiatus Stories is kind of like that.
Well, Radiatus Stories, my problem with it was not the story. The story seemed like it was